We're going to continue interpreting bar graphs. So we're going to look at the bars. We're just going to determine what does each one represent. So this one is a number of students, and over here is your number of pets. So the number of pets depends on the number of students. So students who own 0 pets. So all we do is we go up and over so that we find out exactly which number represents this bar. So you notice that this bar goes up to the number 6. So we're going to write a 6 inside of that. Students who own 1 pet. So we go up and over, and that bar is worth 10. This bar right here falls directly between 4 and 6, and if you add 4 plus 6 together, you get 10. Divided by 2 is 5. This bar right here goes up to the number 2. And then students who own 4 pets. So the number that goes between 0 and 2, directly between those two, you can do 0 plus 2 is 2, divided by 2 is 1. So now we're going to use those numbers and we're going to interpret just using some questions. So the first question says, what fraction of the total number of students owns 1 pet? So I'm looking at just the 1 pet column. So there are 10 students who own 1 pet out of a total of. In order to get this number, we're going to add all 5 of these columns together. 6 plus 10 is 16, plus 5 is 21, plus 2 is 23, plus 1 is 24. So 10 out of 24 students own 1 pet. So that is nearly half of the data because half of 24 is 12. 10 and 24 are both even numbers, and all even numbers are always divisible by 5. Just kidding, they're divisible by 2. Even numbers are always divisible by 2. Okay, 10 divided by 2 is 5, and 24 divided by 2 is 12. So 5/12 of the students prefer to have just 1 pet. I cannot make a box around that, so we're just going to leave it alone. Okay, the next one says to compare the number of students that own no pets to the number of students who own 3 pets. Change the color because we're changing the question. So we want no pets to 3 pets. So the students who own no pets is 6 to the students who own 3 pets, which is just 2. So in order to go from 6 to 2, we could divide by 3. So we could say 1/3 of the number of students who have no pets represents those that have 3 pets. Or you could say 3 times the number of students who own 3 pets have 0 pets. Because 2 times 3 is 6. So 3 times the number of students who own 3 pets is the number of students who own no pets. What fraction of the total number of students owns more than 2 pets? So now I'm going to look at more than 2. So the only numbers down here that are more than 2 is 3 and 4. So I'm going to take these 2 numbers and I'm going to add them together. 2 plus 1 is 3. So that is 3 out of a total of 24 people. Because remember, in order to get that 24, we took all 5 of these bars and we added them together. 3 and 24 are both multiples of 3, so all I need to do is divide both of those by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1, and 24 divided by 3 is 8. So 1/8 of the students own more than 2 pets. So the next one says, compare the total number of students to the number of students owning 2 pets. So the total number of students is 24 to those that own just 2 pets. So that's this column right here, which is 5. So you would say that a little bit less than 1/4 of the students, because 24 divided by 4 is 6 and 5 is less than 6. So you could say less than 1/4 of the students own 2 pets. You could say students who own 2 pets is less than the total number of students. Any of those would actually work. So that is how you compare using bar graphs.